All right, let's get to a Detroit Piston update video. We're going to talk about where you can find the 37 Piston games in the first half of the season, how you can watch them. Secondly, we'll talk about Malachi kind of spearheading that shooting guard position and may start. And then we kind of talk about updates on Derrick Rose and Blake Griffin. So let's get to it. Check out the Detroit Piston Talk playlist. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And yeah, we're talking about Killian. They calling him a young Jason Kidd, a young veteran. He ready to play right away. And yeah, I'll enjoy to see him doing this thing right away. And really, they building that hype around him. And it's got me really looking forward to the Pistons playing Friday. I think against the Knicks, they'll be at home twice. And then 2 times in D.C. for the Wizards to clean up the preseason. Then he'll go against another left-handed point guard, D'Angelo Russell. And then number 1 overall pick, Anthony Edwards, in the first game of the regular season. But, yeah, you know, I didn't really see that on film. But then again, you wish for the best, you hope for the best. And right now, Dwayne Casey said he ready to rock and roll. He ready to be the starting point guard. And he called him a young Jason Kidd. Said he got great height, 6'5". You know, said he doing things right, seeing some footage of him hitting some step backs in practice. D Rose guarding the full court. Rob Beer got a lot of the footage on his Twitter page. So it really, you know, make you want to see if he really about the hype. Well, then when you think about it, you go back to some of them Piston training camps with Rod Marinelli, and they, you know, you hear these great reports before social media. You hear these great reports in the newspaper and then on Channel 7, and then they get into practice, and you know they get into the real game, and then you don't really see nothing. And then the point of that phrase was they was practicing against bums. The offense was bums, the defense was bums. So of course they're gonna make plays on each other. So you ask yourself, do the Pistons got enough quality NBA players to really make an honest evaluation of them? Think about Derrick Rose, he more than quality. Blake Griffin, he more than quality. But then you want Jeremy Grant, quality. But then you wonder, you know, what about DeLon Wright, which I know he quality. But what about some of the big fellas, Isaiah Stewart, Mason Plumlee? You know what I'm saying? So you just wonder, is he a practice player? Is this going to translate to the game? You know, because when I seen on film, I didn't see nobody that I'd be like, wasn't impressed. But if you get out there and you put him in an open court situation, remember Luka said it was easier to score in the NBA than it was over in the Euro. Remember they play a classic zone where you can just play area, not the man. So they don't play a matchup man zone. They play real zone. So that can hamper somebody. But if Killian come in here and he able to score and facilitate, to call somebody a young Jason Kidd, do you know what that means? A guy that got handles, a guy that got speed, a guy that's an elite defender, elite playmaker, a guy in general took the New Jersey Nets, and that wasn't a great team, to the championship, to the title twice. Even though those were some of the pedestrian finals you will find, that's the type of person, NBA champion. One of the, you know, greatest stealers in the game. Shout out to Mookie Blaylock as well too. You talking about Jason Kidd? Don't talk about type of. When you say Jason Kidd, it's a whole bunch of bigger point guards throughout the league. You know, our history: Gary Payton, Magic Johnson. You know what I'm saying? There's some pedestrian ones that's around too. Michael Carter Williams. You know, don't sit here and say, oh, you know, you need Jason Kidd in terms of, no, when you say Jason Kidd, nigga, we think about handles. We think about facilitation. He wasn't a great shooter. He taught himself to become a better three-point shooter. They used to call him Ace and Kid because he ain't had no J. So don't sit here and hype him up and then, you know, put these expectations on him and do the LeVar Ball and then he crumble under the expectations. That's not fair to him and that's not fair to the fans. Just say he got great size for a guard. LaMelo Ball measured out to be 6'8". He measured out to be 6'8". So he's got great height for a guard. He damn near Magic Johnson. Damn near up there with Ben Simmons. So it's a lot of guys you can compare him to. He's talking about his game. I don't see no Jason Kidd because Jason Kidd couldn't shoot. This kid can shoot. This kid left-handed. You know, this Jason Kidd didn't play above the rim. He could dunk a little bit. So, you know, they pumping him up. You know, expectations gonna be high. And if you know, you could throw somebody out there and hope they perform, but that ain't necessarily the situation. He going think about what he going up against. D'Angelo Russell, Steph Curry, Drew Holiday, possibly Marcus Smart and Kemba Walker, Goran Dragic, Kendrick Nunn, you know, Chris Paul. They got a murderous row. So you can throw him out there all you want to, but if he don't perform and somebody behind him performing and doing their job, especially Obi Toppin, the guy that went behind him, he turned out to be a great player. A lot of people not gonna like it. They don't gonna care what Troy Weaver did, Oklahoma City Thunder. They ain't gonna care, who he drafted and who he didn't draft. He gonna be under a microscope. So then again, when you throw Jason Kidd out there, when you go out, oh, he gonna be a great player. Derrick Rose said the same thing about Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard got injured. That ain't his fault. But then again, Derrick Rose said the kid's special. He said there ain't no knock on no other players that was under me. This kid's special. So the hype, the Killian hype, it started to gain traction on Friday. We're going to see what it's about. They said he's a classic point guard. That's what I like to hear. Classic point guard means facilitator, force, and then know when to score. But if he don't live up to expectations, and let's say nobody behind him live up to expectations, nobody going to read. But if somebody behind him turn out to be a really great pro, if he don't, that's how they measure you. Kira Lewis, Tyrese Maxey, guys that went behind you. Jalen Smith, Obi Toppins. So he getting a lot of praise. He getting a lot of hype. Not just from the players, Derrick Rose, getting a lot of hype for Dwayne Casey. So now people that follow the Pistons, that follow them daily, religiously, now people want to see that translate Friday. They don't translate Friday and then again and then again and then again in preseason, and he come out there and he get dogged by D'Angelo Russell. People want a product now. He go out this season, he get benched, then only thing that's gonna be able to save him is Sadiq Day or Isaiah Stewart step up. So we'll see, but they getting him high praise, real high praise, and he getting this type of praise. Then my expectations is heightened. He had plus 850 on one of the sports books to win Rookie of the Year. So he like one of the top 5 guys to do it. There's really no straight up standouts. Really no John Morant, no Zion. If he was healthy, like anybody could win it. But if you had to ask me, the only reason I would say, Anthony Edwards or who other dude, LaMelo not gonna win it because they got veterans that need the ball and like to shoot that ball. So Killian got a good chance in my opinion. Because the praise is it's becoming legendary. It's coming like, you got to see this kid play. Even in preseason. If he go out there and he ball out and he become the next great Piston at 19, 20 years old, then shit, going to have to get his jersey. But to move on, they talked about Blake Griffin and Derrick Rose. So, it should be interesting. They said Blake Griffin is looking like the old Blake Griffin, Derrick Rose looking like Derrick Rose. Neither one of them taking the rep off. So, at the end of the day, I'm not one of those guys who want to trade Derrick Rose right now because he need to mentor Killian, and Blake Griffin need to mentor some of these young guys. They got rid of Langston, got rid of Tony Snell, got rid of Don Maker. So, there ain't too many veterans that have been here in Detroit already. And also, you got Isaiah Stewart, Sadiq Bey, you got LiAngelo, which I don't think he's going to make the team at all. You got a lot of guys that's young on this team that ain't been in Detroit. You're talking about guys traveling and moving in Detroit, knowing how to be professional. You just can't have a lot of young guys on the team. So, both of them looking good. So, that's great to hear. I'm not looking for Blake Griffin to be the Blake Griffin he was the second year, well, the first full season here where he was scoring, he was carrying guys on his back, and they was losing like 17 straight games. I don't expect him to come out there and play full-time minutes. I expect him to come out there and play 20, 25 minutes a game. I really like Jeremy Grant really rock that position, that 3-4 position, and do his thing. But, we'll see. It's only 72 games, so that means maybe Blake can stay healthy. They got depth, so if Blake don't do his thing, you got Jeremy Grant that's only 26 years old. You got Josh Jackson, which he got some burn at the 2-guard position 1 point. See if he got some burn at it. It was somebody else that got an opportunity at it as well. So we'll have to see. So, we're not looking for Derrick and Blake to carry no teams. They barely could do it in their prime when they were healthy. So they're really looking for these dudes to really lead and guide a lot of these young guys and teach them pretty much how to play basketball, how to conduct themselves off the court, how to be professional players. So that's what you really want from these guys. So, anything they give you on the court is a bonus. They come out here and make the All-Star team, 6th Man of the Year, MVP. Then the Pistons should be in a great position to win. And these young guys should be in a great position to learn how to win and seeing winning happening. But I'm really not looking for them to come in and light the D on fire. I'm looking for them to come in and allow, and teach these young guys. Show them how to go out here and get buckets. Show them how to be professional. Show them how to dress. Show them how to handle the media. Show them how to use their free time, because there's a ton of it. Show them how, when you go to another city, how to move. That's what you want to see. But they come out here and they put up 20, 30 points a game. That's good for the Piston fans, because right now, they need the Tigers, the Wings, the Pistons to do something, because the state of football and the state of sports is real, real terrible right now, other than Michigan State beating Duke. So that's something to look at as well too. But should be interesting to see how it goes on for those guys. We'll close it out. Let's talk about Sivy Malachi. People say his name is, I don't care. That's what I'm calling him when he get buckets. You know, he do something, I pronounce his name the right way. Can't stand these people who don't got no channel and got no platform. Well, his name is pronounced, suck my dick, and I meant that. But let's keep it to you. I didn't know he was 6'7". I thought he was like 6'4", 6'5". So seeing him hooping, you know, in LA over the summer, some footage. He got handles, he can shoot, he can defend. Really, the question is, can he do it when it matters? When it's time to win, can he shoot that bucket? Can he put the ball on the ground and get to the rim? And that's what Luke Kennard can do so good. Luke Kennard can score. Luke Kennard can score in every different way. He can put on the ground, score. He can spot up and shoot it. He can, you know, escape dribble, shoot it. He can finish at the rim. Only thing he can do is really finish above the rim. But he was a professional scorer. The issue with Luke Kennard is he couldn't stay healthy. Had he stayed healthy, I think he could be a all-star type of player. I'm not sure he can beat Donovan Mitchell because of the athleticism, but he really can score. He probably could score better than Donovan Mitchell. To be honest, it was just that Mitchell had the highlight real plays. He can finish above the rim. He can defend. You know, he can finish at the rim, and he had those classical matchups in the bubble with Jamal Murray. But but Malachi, we gotta see what he can do. He from the Ukraine. We definitely could shoot. He could defend a bit. Really, the next question is, can they do an offense where it can really amplify what he do as far as catch and shoot and spot up and shoot, or can he put the ball on the ground and really score? You know, in between the arc and the paint, and can he finish at the rim? That's the question. We know he can shoot it. Can he dribble well enough to shoot off the dribble and stuff of that nature? But right now he's spearheading that starting shooting guard position. But I heard Josh Jackson got a shot at it, and we'll see where it go. But with Malachi being here longer, he might have a little inside shot at it. But we'll see. Just because you start, you know, in the beginning, don't mean you're gonna finish in the beginning. And next year. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out here with business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. All my social media links in the description. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love, support. One time, we don't.